right. Welcome everyone to Movement Yoga Morning Warm-Up. My name is Mark Cormier. Reduce the ambient light in. Welcome whoever just popped up. Good to see you. All right, yeah. It's short and sweet, super fun. Glad you could join us. You could always see us on the record. I'm here with Kathy Cormier. And are you ready, Kathy? Ready. Come on up. See, somebody just joined in. Peter Armstrong. Welcome, Peter. All right. Let's start easy. Hands on hips, just marching it side to side. And then, yeah, you've already gone there, but yeah, balancing on one foot, slow kicks to one side. We could go low, we could go high. Waking up our legs. Enjoying the morning. There you go. And we'll start to move it back down to the ground. Finding 2 feet as we rock it from side to side. Finding our center. Once finding your center, I'll invite you to bring hands to heart. A light press of your thumb against your sternum as you line up each finger. Relax shoulders, a soft tuck of the chin. Starting our practice this morning, watching as our breath flows in. And as our breath flows out. From this place of just watching your breath, I'll invite you to shape your breath as you find a long, slow breath in, followed by a long, slow breath out. As goes the breath, so goes the mind. Adding the Ujjayi breath, the power breath, a slight constriction to the base of your throat. Adding a slight sound and feel to your breath. And as we flow through our practice this morning, letting the sound and feel of your breath be a focus for your practice. The sound of which is often compared to the sounds of the ocean as the waves wash in and out. Now taking the tip of your tongue to the hard palate just behind your teeth. Keeping that tongue loop as best you can throughout the practice. Keeping jaw relaxed and connecting front and back plane of the body. And finally, with your lips closed, a slight smile to your face. A Mona Lisa smile opening up the front of your throat, so your breath has lots of room to circulate, refresh, and vitalize. I'll invite you to set an intention for your practice this morning. It could be all kinds of things, something you're thinking about, something you're moving towards. It could be as simple as you're perfect, just as you are. Lifting the chin tall through the crown, stretching out our wrists as we roll our hands over, hands by our side. Start with some joint work. Hands find the hips as we ground down through the balls of the toes. And circling ankle, knee and hip. Inviting in more flow. Inviting in more prana. And taking those circles the other way. Now grounded down through that foot, we'll step the other foot out, circling ankle, knee, and hip. Inviting in more flow. Inviting in more prana. And then taking those circles the other way. Grounding down through that foot, we'll bring the knees right together. We'll stoop down and cap the knees with the hands as we circle our knees. Inviting in more flow. Inviting in more prana. And then taking those circles the other way. Coming back center, standing up tall. Feet hip width apart. Hands find the back of the hips, the fingers face down. As we circle our hips. Inviting in more flow. Inviting in more prana. And then taking those circles the other way. Now coming back center, a hand on each shoulder, starting small as we circle our shoulders. And then letting it get bigger. back towards our center, like a bee circling around a flower. And then starting small, circling the shoulders the other way. And then letting it get bigger. Inviting in more flow. Inviting in more prana. And then back to center. Arms in the air like you either do or don't care. Starting small as we circle the shoulders one way. And then circling the hips the other. Full body stretch. And then taking it the other way. Inviting in more flow. Inviting in more prana. And then back to center. And hands by your side. I'll ask you to go sideways, Kathy, moving towards sun salutation A. We'll take it in 3 pieces. Either keeping your feet wide or challenging your balance as you narrow your stance. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, hands back down. 2 more times. Inhaling up. Exhaling down. 1 more time, observing the natural rhythm of the shoulders. As the arms elevate, the shoulders elevate. As the arms descend, the shoulders descend. Adding a forward fold and a back bend. Feel free to grab a brick or 2. Inhaling up. Exhaling, leading with the heart as you fold. Take a breath to lift chin and tail as we arc the back. You could use bricks. You could also cap the knees. Exhaling, strong tuck of the chin as you tuck tail and chin, stretching out the back. Inhaling, finding your neutral spine. Back of the head in line with the sacrum, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, standing tall. 2 more times like that. Breathing in, lifting up. Exhaling, leading with the heart as you fold. Let an inhale bring length to the spine as you lift chin and tail. Dipping back heart. Exhaling, puffing back heart, tucking tail and chin as we stretch out our back. Inhaling, finding your neutral spine, arms out to the side, and then overhead. Exhaling, standing tall. 1 more to go here, half sun sal. Inhaling up. Exhaling over. Let an inhale bring length to the spine. Keeping that length as we fold again. Inhaling, riding the breath up. Exhaling, standing tall. I'll invite you to take it back to down dog, no vinyasa. Inhaling up. Exhaling, leading with the heart as you fold. Let an inhale bring length to the spine. Exhaling, folding again, and now grounding down through the hands as you step 1 foot back, and then the other, finding your down dog. I'll invite you to walk your dog as you bend 1 leg deeply, and then the other. Moving back and forth between the sides. Inviting in more flow. Inviting in more prana. Finding that mind-body connection that's always there. What do you feel? And where do you feel it? From this place of movement back towards stillness. Long arms, long legs, long spine. Deep, full breath. Tail end of her breath. I'll invite you to bend the knees ever so slightly as you lift the tailbone just a little bit higher. Finding just a little more space in the low back. And then looking between the hands as you mindfully make your way to the front of your yoga space. Take a breath to lift chin and tail, arcing the back. Exhaling, arching the spine, strong tuck of the chin. Inhaling, finding your neutral spine, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, standing tall. I'll invite you to take it back to plank pose. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, leading with the heart as you fold. Take a breath to lift chin and tail. And now strong tuck of the chin as you ground down to the hands, stepping 1 foot back and then the other, finding your plank. Finding a line of strength connecting head, hips, and heels. A line of strength that supports your intention. Despite the effort of the action, an easeful quality to the breath. One of the attributes that makes it yoga. Long, smooth breath in. Long, smooth breath out. Tail end of that breath, navel to spine, as you lift those hips high, back to down dog. Either holding the pose in stillness, inviting your mind to calm, or adding some movement, inviting in more flow, inviting in more prana. Long, smooth breath in. Equally long, smooth breath out. As goes the breath, so goes the mind. Tail end of that breath, bending your knees ever so slightly, lifting the tailbone just a little bit higher. And then looking between the hands as you either step or jump it to the front of your mat. Let an inhale bring length to the spine. Exhaling, folding again. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, standing tall. I'm going to cue a push-up. It's going to be a rocking horse push-up into a cobra. Inhaling, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, leading with the heart as you fold. Let an inhale bring length to the spine as we arc. Exhaling, arching, strong tuck of the chin, elbows soft as you find your rocking horse push-up using the knees. Coming all the way down to the floor. Hips stay down as you pull back with the hands, finding your baby cobra. And then back down. Grounding the knees, lifting the hips up as you tuck the toes, rocking horse push-up backwards. And then lifting hips high, finding your down dog. Again, either holding it in stillness, inviting your mind to calm, or adding some movement, some swing, some sway, inviting in more prana, inviting in more flow. From a place of movement back towards stillness. Long arms, long legs, long spine. Deep, full breath. Tail end of a breath, bending your knees ever so slightly, lifting the tailbone just a little bit higher. And then looking between the hands as you either step or take a jump from. Take a breath to create length, arcing the back. Exhaling, strong tuck of the chin as you fold again. Inhaling, finding your neutral spine, arms out to the side and then overhead. Exhaling, standing tall. Sun Sal B flow style. Inhaling into tall spine. Exhaling, finding your chair. Inhale and hold. Exhale, go lower, finding more strength in your legs. Inhale, rising on up, finding a big back bend at the top, open heart, open throat. Exhaling, a big swan dive over. Let an inhale lift chin and tail. And then on the exhale, finding a push-up. And I'll invite you to use the knees at the very end. Exhaling down. Now landing the knees. Unfurling the feet, finding your up dog as you lift those hips up. And then grounding the knees, tucking the toes, lifting hips high as you bring it back to down dog. But not for long. Flow style, feet together, right leg high, high on the left toes as you stretch out Achilles tendon and calf. Now looking between the hands, pitching that leg even higher, and then flexing the foot as you float it on through. Spinning the back heel down, arms out to the side, and then overhead, warrior one. And then riding your next exhale, back to low lunge as you spin that back heel up. And from here, finding a push-up, not using the knees at all. Rolling over the toes, lots of core engagement as you find your up dog. And then back over those toes, not using the knees if you can. Back to down dog, but not for long. Flow style, feet together, left leg high. High on the right toes, really feel that lift. Now looking between the hands, pitching that leg even higher. You want to look between the hands, yeah. Find what you're going to land that foot. And then flexing the foot as you float it on through. Spinning the back heel down, back leg long, back leg strong. Arms out to the side and then overhead. Warrior one. And then riding the exhale back to low lunge. And now finding that push-up. Try not to use the knees if you can. If you do, no big deal. Rolling over the toes, lots of core engagement. There it is. and then back over the toes to down dog for 5 or 6 long, slow breaths in. 5 or 6 long, slow breaths out. Finding your Samarviti, same breath. As goes the breath, so goes the mind. Long, smooth breath in. Equally long, smooth breath out. Tail into that breath, bending the knees ever so slightly, looking between the hands without straining the neck, and either stepping or jumping it to the front of the mat. Letting an inhale lift chin and tail. Exhaling, folding again. Inhaling, stay low, knees over toes, hands overhead, finding your neutral spine in chair pose. Exhaling, taking it lower. Inhale, rising on up, open heart, open throat. Exhaling, neutral spine as you stand tall. I'll invite you to face the camera, Cat. 3 ancillary breaths. As you breathe in, arms move out, the fingers widen. Letting the exhale sigh out through your mouth. Breathing in through the nose, arms out to the side, the fingers widen. Let the breath slip out through pursed lips, almost like you're whistling. One more ancillary breath. Big breath in through the nose. And letting it come out through the nose. I'll invite you to bring hands to the heart. A light press of your thumb against your sternum as you line up each finger. Coming back to a place of watching as your breath flows in and out. Coming back to your intention. I'll invite you to touch your thumbs to your brow. Your intention is in your thoughts. I invite you to touch your thumbs to your lips. Your intention is in your words. I'll invite you to touch your thumbs to your heart. Your intention is in your actions. Tall through the crown, I'll invite you to roll your hands over as you bring your hands by your side. Hands find the heart one more time. A slight bow, thanking yourself for practicing yoga and offering our practice out to each other and to the world. The light within me honors and respects the light within you. And in this light, we are one. Namaste.
Namaste. Namaste.
Thank you, Kathy, for practicing with me.
Thank you, Mark.
Thank you at home for practicing with us.
Thank you, everyone at home.
And always, namaste.
Namaste.
Have a nice day.